Hi everybody, this is the first card from the September online card class, and I love this card. He is so cute. I love everything about it, the colors, and this is the only way I like snow on a card, not in my yard. So what I did is I took this paper that you can earn from free in the celebration, and if you don't know how to get the little penguins out, I just cut this little guy out. Make sure I don't cut the other animals around, because you can cut them out too. And then I just take a little sticky note. I usually take a couple of them just to give them a little bit of strength, and then I just put it along the bottom of the penguin and just open up the punch and just slide the penguin in. And take your time, get them centered. It's kind of hard to do it from the side. Let me pull it down a little bit, pull it over a little bit until you get it right, and then just give it a quick punch. And there you have a cute little penguin all ready to go. And then you can just peel this off and use it for your next one. So I love that Stampin' Up! Is making their paper so that we can use our punches on it or our dies and cut them out. So this is the Penguin Place. It's a stamp set and the die, or the punch, I'm sorry. And then I used this embossing folder, and it's a half size one, and I think it's just so pretty with all those snowflakes. And I just ran my paper through and used it on this side, because on this side I pulled the cardstock over. So let's get started. I'll show you how I put it together. And if you haven't done this before, I just think this is so cute. Emboss the flaps of your envelope. Isn't that cute? It just adds so much. And then if you wanted to, you could even put some color on the envelope. So when you get yours, everything is inside of the envelope. This is the way I do my card classes. You just pull everything out, put your envelope to the side. And just for the sake of time, I took the adhesive backing off of my letters. When yours comes, it'll have adhesive backing on it. It just makes it so much easier to put it down without having to glue them. So when you get yours, you'll have a piece of twine, your piece of ribbon, a little snowflake, and then the penguin. And I must have already glued that down. And you'll get these little pieces, and you can't get these anymore. I had these in my stash, and I just thought that you needed them. So I put them in your kit, and then you will have a little adhesive back gem to put it in your snow. That's what we used it for. So let's put this right here. So I went ahead and I put my designer series paper on my black cardstock, and the designer series paper is 3 by 4, and then the black cardstock underneath it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I always cut, if I'm going to emboss, I usually always cut another piece to go over the cardstock base. It just makes it easier to run it through your embossing folder. So like I said, I did it on just the side because this is a half size folder. And you could always cut your cardstock down if you wanted to, but I wanted the full size. So let me put this out of the way right here. Bring in some glue. And I do want as much of that to show as possible. So before I get ahead of myself, let's go ahead and do this. So for this part of it, I think my snowflake is, yep, my snowflake is in the wrong place. So what I did is I pulled this right like this, and if you want to, you can actually put a piece of tape on the back of this to hold it when you're working with it so it doesn't flop all over the place. I always use Scotch tape for my ribbon because it holds it in place. and it's quick and easy. So then you just want to pull it and put your mono adhesive on the back, and I use this glue all the time. I hardly ever use tape runner. This just works better for me. So you just want to lay it wherever you need to leave enough room at the bottom for your words, for your snow. And another thing with the mono adhesive, it gives you a minute to move your cardstock around in case you didn't get it in the right place. So let's make sure that our words are going to fit on the bottom. And I like them right at the bottom. Make sure your S is going the right way. I always think it's funny that S's, they look, I'm always like, okay, which way's up? So this way is up. So let's just put that right there so we know we have enough room in between. And what I did with my twine is I just come in on the side and just tie it a knot. You can tie a knot, you can tie a bow, you know. If you want this to stay in place, since the penguin's going to be covering it, you can do your tape again, because you know that your penguin's going to go right in the center. It's right like that, so it holds it in place for you. Your ribbon won't wiggle around. Well, as I say that, my ribbon is wiggling around. So you just want to tie it. And I tried to give you plenty so that it will tie easy for you. And you can tie it in a knot, you can tie it in a bow. Let's just tie it in a bow. Maybe. I put lotion on my hands. You should never put lotion on your hand before you're going to do a video, right? Let's try that again. I want it over as far as I can get it. There we go. Sorry, I always have to futz with my bows, always. Doesn't matter if they're a teeny tiny little bow or a big one. I have to mess around with them till I get them where I want them to be. Okay. So one side of mine is too big. There we go. Now I like it. Okay, let's give it a little trim. And you can pop your snowflake up on a dimensional if you wanted to, but I just didn't want to. And if you want to use the foil side, you can, or if you want to change the color, use this side because you can add ink to it and give it a different color. It's just however you want it to be, but I like the foil side. So let's just lay that down, and then the little penguin, he goes right on top. We'll just give him a little bit of glue. On top like that. And then also, you need a little on his little head. Just want to give him a hat. Of course, pink is my favorite color, so I'm just going to get a pink one. And then a little crossed here for his scarf. These were so cute. They were in last year's catalog, and I saved them. I'm a hoarder. I can't help it. So let's put the rest of our words on here. I tell you that adhesive is really sticky on these words, which is great because you know it's going to stick on there. And then I used one of the dies out of the snowflake dies. I just thought that would be cute for the O. And then I also, if you notice on here, I used wax paper because I didn't want to mess up. This is the white snow felt paper, and it's just so pretty, and I didn't want it to get messed up when I was cutting it with my die, with my dies and plates, because sometimes your plates get dirty, and if you put wax paper over top of a paper like this or foil, it keeps the impression of the folders or plates from getting on your paper, because sometimes the foil picks up creases and things really easy. So if you cover it with wax paper, and I do have a video on that where I show you how to use wax paper with your dies, and if you have any questions, you know, just leave them as a comment, and make sure, leave me a comment on my YouTube channel too. Let me know if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, you know, please do. That way I can get my subscriber count up. Oops, get the W out of there. Then you just put this right on top, and you are done. Isn't that cute and pretty simple? I mean, once you get all of the steps done, they go together pretty quick. So let me know what you think. Talk to you later. Bye.